Wholesalers like Roseland Produce see food price jumps before you do. Fruit and vegetables get shipped around Ontario from businesses like this, but the price of everything they need keeps going up, from labor to the food itself.
The costs now are pretty much unprecedented. We haven't seen them like this in years. We haven't seen them before at all, actually.
Some produce here has doubled in cost since before the pandemic.
We could be into the new normal of the price of produce.
It's a new normal that's landed on supermarket shelves.
I tend to watch prices all the time, and everything just keeps going up.
You name it. I mean, coffee, fruits and vegetables. I meal plan, I buy the flyers every week, and whatever's on sale, that's what we're making.
It's hard to find vegetables that go on sale.
It was vegetables that kept food prices soaring, up more than 13%. Tomatoes up an eye-popping 22%. And other staples, too. That morning tea or coffee is perking up in price by 13%. So even as overall inflation drops, experts say ongoing problems like weather and distribution mean food prices may not.
Saying that inflation is down still is, consistent with high elevated food prices. And I do think that we're going to be in this environment for a while.
And Canadians are not just spending more at the grocery store.
Unfortunately now, in order to stay in business, a lot of restaurants and pubs are going to have to increase pricing.
Even if inflation drops, prices will continue to rise, just not as quickly. And anyone buying or selling food will need to adapt.
I don't think when prices go up, you ever really see prices go down. I think that's just the nature of being in business.
And that means food prices may keep getting hotter. Anis Haidari, CBC News, Calgary.
All right, let's bring in senior business correspondent Peter Armstrong for a little perspective. Peter, zoom out if you can. Can you put these inflation numbers in context?
I can. And look, it's hard to talk about progress when prices are so high and still climbing. But Adrian, take a step back and think about just how far we've come. Inflation peaked back in June at 8.1%. Look at how high it was. But since then, we have seen real progress. Look at how far it's come down. You dig into the details of these numbers, and they're even better. The month-to-month prices have fallen 0.6%, which is a lot. This is what we've been waiting for. This is progress. It's just a start, to be sure, but it is progress. And it's been such a long time since I've been able to come in here and give you good news.
I was just about to say, we rarely see it. So let's keep going. Next week, another Bank of Canada interest rate decision. What are you expecting?
Well, markets are certainly expecting another hike, 0.25%. But I've been going back through what the bank has actually said they need to see in order to hit that pause button. And they wanted to see further progress. We got that. They wanted to see more sustained deceleration on some of the shorter terms. We got that too. So yeah, the smart money's on another 0.25% hike. I'm going to wait and see what the bank actually does.
Very briefly, recession, is it going to happen?
Probably. It'll probably be short. It'll probably be mild. And it doesn't take much to nudge that into something much worse. But people think of a recession as a catastrophe. But what's the difference, say, between 0.1% decline in growth and 0.1% growth in GDP? It's not that much. And most, even the pessimistic forecasts, say we should be back on track to pretty good growth by the second half of the year.
We will hold you to that. Peter, thank you.
You bet.